Welcome to 30 Minutes with Workroom Tech. I'm Ceil Guglielmo, and along with Susan Woodcock, we'll be bringing you this Workroom Education podcast each month. We'll have links to Susan's blog posts, as well as accompanying videos to help you with your custom window treatment and soft furnishings education. 30 Minutes with Workroom Tech is sponsored by Workroom Tech, and you can learn all about their hands-on classes in Tryon, North Carolina by visiting workroomtech.com. Hi, Susan. It's been a while since we've recorded a podcast, just the two of us.
I know we've had so many guests, which I love.
We have.
But
I do too.
It's nice, just the two of us,
I agree.
Like usual.
And while people may not believe this, I'm excited about our podcast
topic
today.
Well, let's see. So today we're kicking off the 2026 Pick a Project Challenge. This is our third year. Is it third or the fourth year? I think it's the third year. I have to think about the projects I made. So I did an office chair slipcover, my primary bedroom headboard, a guest bedroom headboard. So that's 3 years. So this is the fourth year.
This is our fourth, yes.
And I have more projects to do in my house. So I only get things done when I have to pick a project challenge. So that's why we keep doing it.
So therefore, we continue to have this. And same for me. I don't get things done unless I do them for this challenge.
Yes, we have to have people hold us accountable. And when you say things, out in the publicly, then you feel kind of like you got to do what you say you're going to do.
Unless you're me and you wait like a whole year to finish the 1 year project. So I do try to hold myself accountable. And again, accountability tends to work for me, which is why I think the Pick a Project Challenge has been so popular the last couple of years. It's kind of like, yeah, I need to do something for myself. Let me see what that is. So here we go.
Yep.
We're doing things for ourselves.
So for those that are listening that have don't know about the Pick a Project Challenge, it's a challenge we started to give workrooms a chance to complete some things that they had wanted to do, but never got around to doing things for themselves. And that could be a personal project in your home, or it could be a magazine article or a book or a video that you wanted to make something and you've saved it and it's got a bookmark in it on your shelf for year after year after year. Or maybe you have a bolt of fabric under your table that you bought to make a slipcover or draperies or something for your own home, and it's been under your table. Now it's not even stylish anymore. You probably want to pick something new. Or maybe
that happens to all of us, does it?
Yes. Or maybe you found a stray chair on the side of the road years ago, and it's a great chair. It's got great bones. And it's still sitting there collecting dust and uncovered. We all have those. I have one.
We do.
You probably have one. I don't know, but
yeah, I do.
You do. So this is a way to have accountability, no more excuses. You join us for the challenge, and then together, and we usually have around 20 people that join together and share our projects. And they're everything from little small things, maybe a little small lampshade, up to 1 year somebody slipcovered 2 sofas.
Yes. So it can be ambitious, but it doesn't have to be.
No, it doesn't have to be. So we'll issue the challenge today, and then you have until July 8th to finish. Now, I crunched the time. Last year, we had until August to finish.
When you said that date, I felt a little like conflicted. I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to do this? Yes, I can. I
know. Well, we have a lot going on. And I think the extra time didn't help at all. A lot of people don't do their projects until the very last minute because that's who we are.
Right.
Me included. And so let's crunch the time a little bit. So we have until April to July. So that's still 3 months to complete your project.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind when you pick your project.
Okay.
And to participate, you go to workroomtech.com, go under the blog podcast, and there will be a form that you fill out. It doesn't cost anything to enter. It's a free, fun thing to do. There's no obligation. You don't even have to finish your project. But we do want to kind of know who's participating and what the projects are. And and join us. And we do have a private Facebook group that we've had for the past 3 years. If you've been in the challenge before, you're still in there. If you're new, we'll add you to the Facebook group, and then you can go in and share what your project's going to be, share photos as you're working on it, ask questions, find resources, and most importantly, share your finished project at the end.
Yes. Yes.
Most of us do that. Ceil, unfortunately, now has a reputation of not finishing her projects. Sorry.
On time, on time. I finished them. I just didn't finish them in the same year as the project. The nice thing is I look at it was the top down, bottom up shade that I viciously procrastinated on. First, it was not nearly as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Second, I have to tell you, it does bring me such
Oh,
joy.
good.
It's a window in, I have a weird closet that was not really a walk-in closet. And we kind of made it. It's kind of not, it kind of is. It's just weird. Um, and the sun just beats in the summertime. And in the winter, it's like every wind that's ever coming in that direction is coming at that window. So I did the top down, bottom up, and I put pom-poms on the little valance at the top. And I love it. And it does bring me joy every day. So I'm kind of mad at myself for not doing it sooner. But I got last year's done on
You
time.
did. You did. You
But
well
it was
done.
traveling to CWC, so if I didn't get it done, it was going to be a problem.
That's fun. There's probably, I'm sure there's some people that have joined the challenge in past years and they still haven't, they're still sitting on those
Yeah,
projects.
yeah,
So
I'm
here's
sure.
another
It's okay.
chance.
Yep.
No judgment. We're not judgy here. Um,
We'll make fun of you, but only if it's okay with you.
better now
No
than never.
judgment, just fun.
Yeah, we kind of enjoy the pitiful, sad stories of I bought this fabric 10 years ago and it's been under my work table and I bring it out every once in a while and look at it and then put it back.
Yeah, and sometimes we still love the fabric, but I have done that where I've had projects where I finally feel like I have the bandwidth to get around to them, and I pull the fabric out and go, "Yep, that's not going to work anymore."
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this is your chance to get it done while your fabric is still fashionable and still goes with with whatever area of your home you want to put it in.
And sometimes it's a project that you just don't want to do. Like you just don't enjoy it. Like I don't really enjoy making slipcovers.
Okay.
One of my ideas for projects for this year is here in my office, I have 4 chairs that need slipcovers, 4 Parsons chairs. And if it was one, I would have done it
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
But it's 4. And
Yeah.
just don't
That's harder to get motivated on. It
really
is.
hard. And I know they would look so much better. I made these slipcovers probably 15 years ago or more. And it was when I moved to North Carolina. I didn't even have my industrial machine yet. So I was like on a home machine. Nothing surged. The cats have scratched them. And they've been washed 100 times. Though they've
But
been
15
great.
years later,
Yeah, right.
they're still there and they still are in good shape. That's amazing.
Yeah, except for the cat claw.
Well, yeah, we can't do
So,
anything about
I could, and they, I'm a little embarrassed when people look at them because they're not done as professionally as I'd like to show
it. Okay.
students or other workroom friends. So anyway, I would love to get those done, but I just don't feel like doing them.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to hire somebody else to make them for me.
So, Susan, I think that's one of those things when we procrastinate, and I've become quite an expert on this because I do it so well. The weight of those unfinished projects becomes so much sometimes
Mhm.
that when we do finally get them done and go, oh, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was. And you know that making 4 is more work, but if you keep it in production, it won't take you it won't take you 4 times as long to make all of them. And when we're done, it is such a relief. Now, something else steps in and takes over, like, oh yeah, you didn't do me either. Don't forget about me. But there have been a couple things recently where I know I was just creating more stress for myself by not getting something done. It did not take me as long as I thought it would, and I got it done.
Yeah. My mother would say, just take the bull by the horns and do it. And it's usually, it's usually not, like you said, it's not as bad as you anticipated, but uh
Have I learned anything from that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
so that's one of the projects on my list. And I'm like, well, I could push it off for the 2027 Pick a Project Challenge.
You really don't want to do this.
I don't know.
I think I think you need to have Lori come over and make it an afternoon project for the two of you.
you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea. And I also could just upholster them too. She's a pretty good upholsterer, so that's also an option.
Lori can thank me later.
Yeah, poor thing. She's not here to say no
Defend
way.
herself.
Yeah, Lori's Pick a Project Challenge for 2026 is going to be my slipcovers.
There you go. Thanks, Lori. So if she's going to do your slipcovers, what's your project going to be,
Well,
Susan?
last year I did a headboard out of mohair patchwork headboard for our guest room, one of our guest rooms.
Oh, I remember that.
And I want to make new window treatments. The window treatments that are there, been there 10 years, and I sort of made them in a rush when we moved in, just to have something
Mhm.
uh, at the window. There's Roman shades, and they are still fine, but they were in a white, um, off-white fabric, and they look a little stained and
Gotcha.
bugs crawl. We live in the mountains, so there might have gotten a bug on it that made a little spot, and I was sort of like dabbed at them to clean them, but I have here at Workroom Tech, I have some roller shade material and tubes, and I would like to make some roller shades for privacy and then do draperies over that.
Nice.
So the challenge for me isn't making the draperies.
No, it is not.
Challenge is picking out fabric. That is hard.
It is really hard for us.
Yeah.
So you like color and texture. Is it deciding what you'll be happy with, or is it there's so much to
It's so
choose
much to choose from. I'd be happy with so many things. And I love so many styles. I like, historic patterns. I like block printing and things that look handcrafted.
from?
I
Yeah.
like you said, textures and even things like ticking stripe and um, modern looking fabrics. Our house was built in the 70s, so the modern kind of style.
Right.
Fine. The walls, we did paint the walls sort of a light blue. The headboard is a sort of a dark, dusty blue color.
Okay.
And so, that's sort of set, but a lot of things would go with that. So I'm going to go fabric shopping this afternoon. We have a
Okay.
really great fabric store about 25 minutes from here, and Lori and I are going to go fabric shopping. So
Oh, fun.
I might be on the Facebook group.
Help me pick this out.
Here are the choices. Like when I bought my new glasses, my niece Sarah, I had her on text, and I was sending her pictures of the glass of me wearing my glasses because you can't see yourself.
It's really hard to do that.
People at the store, but they don't know my personality, and
Right.
so yeah, you have to have a friend. So Laura will be there to help me too. And
Okay,
then
good.
Ceil, there's the thing of price.
Yes,
If I could have
we are.
anything I wanted, there's
Yes.
a hand blocked Cowtan and towel fabric that is gorgeous that retails for $800 a yard. I'm not going to have that.
Yeah.
It is.
And we're spoiled because we get to work with those beautiful fabrics for our clients. But as we say often, we are not always our own
Not
clients.
my
And
store.
I get that. I totally get that.
So I'm going to look for a fabric that looks like that. That's $10 a yard.
Oh, please let me know how you make out with that.
And I have to pick out hardware too. So not only is it picking out the fabric, but picking out the hardware. And I kind of need to have the fabric to know what kind of hardware I want.
And I have worked with, there's two interior designers I've worked with that have helped me with some things in my own home. And you've done something that I've done, and that is that you have a major piece in your room and you've chosen paint color before you've chosen fabric. Interior designers do not often encourage that because it makes it a whole lot harder to make things match.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what
Okay.
speaks to me.
Okay.
I'm in my mind, I see something with because we live in the mountains and we have outside of our windows it's trees and azaleas and in my mind I see birds and leaves and things like that.
Right. Just bringing the outside
Yeah,
in.
yeah, that's what I would like. But I'll probably come
Okay.
home with polka dots. Who knows?
Well, and I think it's hard too when you have taste that varies. Like you said, there's so much you would be happy with.
Mm.
A block print, a William Morris, all
Yeah.
kinds of incredible things. And some could be tiny little prints and some could be big, bold graphic prints. And you could make any of them work. Like it almost would be better if you could have a few limitations. Like, oh, I won't be able to do big bold blocks because I have this in the room. But if when it's that wide open,
Yep.
yeah, Laurie's going to have to help you a lot and probably rein you in a little.
And Roger, yeah, he doesn't care. I mean, he cares, but it's not I'm not going to come home with something and he's going to say no way.
Okay.
So, it's it should be pretty easy. We will see and I will report back.
Okay.
The sewing part, I don't mind doing that at all. I enjoy making draperies, and maybe I'll add a trim or do a bandage
Right.
or something to take it up a notch because I can. That part is
Yes.
wonderful. That part's
Yes.
so maybe I'll find a companion fabric too or a trim. So that's my
Okay.
my goal is two pair of 1.5 widths each side draperies on hardware to be decided, fabric to be decided.
Okay. But you've got a plan and you know what you're doing.
Yep.
So that's good.
All right.
Okay.
So, and then there'll have to be some pillows for the bed,
Of course.
and hopefully I can still use the dust ruffle that's there. We'll see.
See, this is why we don't start
Overalls,
projects
yes.
because it snowballs.
And then yeah. And I was thinking, I'd love to have a bed tester or a canopy or something.
Oh, that would be really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, we'll see. Maybe that's 2027.
maybe 2028.
Probably more like
I
it.
know. So what are you going to do, Ceil?
Okay, so you mentioned bugs.
Whoa.
Um, I made a pair of shears, pair. It is a one-way draw shears for the sliding glass door in my kitchen. And we painted the kitchen. I did the window treatments a while ago, and Bill absolutely cares what we put in our house because he was a photographer by trade as he got started, so he has an eye for color. And he has not really liked the wall color in our kitchen since we did it. I like it, and it goes with the drapes. I have told him that if he wants to repaint, he can, but it has to go with our current drapes.
Yeah.
I'm not remaking them because I did a fabric band with trim over top of it. I did a faux Roman shade underneath it, and I still love it. But when I was doing all that, because our kitchen and family room kind of flow into each other, um, I made a pair of shears and did the same trim down the leading edge of that I did on the drapery. And I specifically chose pretty, um, it's opaque. It has a recognizable weave in it because our back door sits up and people coming up the side street can see right into our kitchen.
Mhm.
So I wanted the light to come through, but I wanted a little bit of privacy. And I deliberately didn't pick white because at the time we still had our kids living at home and a dog. She would like rub past
Right, of
it as
course.
so I made them washable. That worked well for me. But I noticed the other day that they're really starting to look old and faded. The trim is starting to get pilled. and there's a bug caught in the header
Oh.
of the drapes. So in order to get that bug out, I have to take them
Oh
down.
boy.
And if they come down, they're not going back up. And I chose a hardware to match what was in the family room. And it's wrought iron and it's too heavy and too thick because I have no space over the top of the door. There's a soffit right there. So I am going to reach out to Jennifer White and get a Vaco rail that will be white and kind of disappear in the wood trim so that it just looks a little bit lighter. But I realized it has been a while since I've worked with shears. So I found a great article by none other than Laurie Medford
Oh.
in let's see, it's from 2012, the Drapery and Design Professional, and it's how to work with shears. And I thought I need a refresher on shears. So I've limited the scope of my fabric choice by saying it's going to be sheer. And it will be whiter than what I currently have, but I don't want pure white.
Yeah.
It needs to have like an off-white or a cream, but I still want something with texture in it because I think it'll look nicer.
Yeah.
And it'll make when you come in my house and you walk through the foyer, you see that window. And so if they're pulled closed, it's just not the prettiest thing to look at.
Oh.
It's just not. It's gotten old and faded and it doesn't look like it's a color now. It just looks dirty.
Yeah.
It's not. I can attest that they are not dirty, but there is a bug in them. I was having my breakfast last week and I looked up, I went, what is that? And I went, oh, it's caught in the header. So, like I said, if they come down, they're not going back up. So,
Well, that
so I want new shears for my sliding glass door in my kitchen. Um, I this is one of those circumstances where some things are predetermined. I don't have a lot of space either way, so shears will have a reduced stack back, and the I can't go beyond the wood frame for the hardware, so everything stacks back onto the non-working door, and I'm fine with that. So the limitations help me narrow down what I'm doing,
yeah.
and I'm good with that because I want to spend my decision making energy on other things for my house. This is like, okay, it's got to be sheer, it can't be a big stack back, and I really have to get that hardware off of there because it's too heavy and too like some of my brothers walk through and I think they're going to hit their heads on it because they're not. It's above that, but it just has that
Heavy.
feeling of
Huh.
yes, yes. So
Have you,
that'll
you
bring
looked
that
at any
off.
shear yet?
I have not. Stout always has a lot of really nice shears. So I was going to start there because they're also local to me, but I'm open.
Yeah, the Europa Tex has nice shear, and the shears now you can get like a linen look that's polyester. I have that here
Yes.
in my office, and I love how that performs. I mean, it has a slubby feel, texture of linen.
Well, that would be
Doesn't shrink
nice.
or grow, and it's easy to work with and easy to sew. It's just so beautiful.
Then I think I might have to give that a try because very often when people are sharing things that they've made, I hear Europatex coming up frequently. So I might have to take a look at them and
I'm
see.
sure other companies have similar um, types of polyester shear
Yeah.
or poly blend.
Polyblend, yeah. Either would be fine, but not what I have now. I'm ready for it to be done.
Take a before picture.
Oh, I will. I will not highlight the bug. I will make sure one of the pleats hides that. But yes,
Well,
yeah,
here's the
it's time.
thing with draperies, and I, when I did the draperies for our primary bedroom, I did English method,
Mhm.
and I sewed everything up, including the bottom hem across, hand stitched.
Okay.
So it's all encased, so the bugs cannot crawl up inside because
Okay.
our draperies in our master are on a sliding door, and the sliding
Right.
doors are where the stink bugs come in. And
Yes.
they crawl up inside of the draperies.
Yes.
And before I didn't have black outlined. So when the light shone through, you could see them in there.
Oh no.
And it was like trying to separate the layers of lining and inner lining to get oh, it's just awful. So I sewed them up and now we don't have that problem anymore. I'll probably do that for the ones I make for the guest room too. Just
Well, I have no doubt that when I did the header that I did not do anything to adhere
mhm.
the bottom hem of the buckram, and that's where this bug managed to find itself. So,
Recently did sheer for a sunroom. It was two sliding doors and then four like floor to ceiling windows
mhm.
and used the Dufix iron-on woven buckram because they were white. If it's a white sheer, I like white buckram. I only used the
I do too.
buckram in a color sheer. And that stuff, oh my gosh, it just irons on and it stays in place in your header. It is so nice.
I had purchased some recently and haven't had the chance to use it, so that'll be
You
a
do
good
have a
chance.
light color.
Yeah,
They also have the iron-on transparent, which is really nice, but it's not, I mean, it irons on, but it's an open weave kind of that
right,
transforms.
right,
So that would be good too. And also the Dufix Borton Fix K that's made for sheer. It has a
yes,
lighter application of adhesive because if you use a
right,
lot of adhesive with a sheer, it comes through to the other side.
yes.
And do that instead of pins when you blind hem your sides and your bottom hem.
That's a good
And you
idea.
can even apply it more than once. So you can use a like a yard long piece and iron it on and then
Mhm.
it and there's still it's like a texture, like a pebbly texture instead of
Yes.
smooth. You can reapply it. If you're just using it for basting, you can reapply it again. This
Okay.
I haven't done shears in a while and I made like the first pair and I went home that night and I was like, I didn't like the way that the blind hemming looked. I didn't like the way I had pins falling out everywhere. And I
Right.
couldn't sleep. I came back the next day and changed my plan, and it really made it go a lot faster. So highly
Okay.
recommend.
And
Highly,
I will try that because I have the board and fix K.
it's awesome for that reason.
Okay. All right. I'll take pictures as I do
All
this,
right,
but
cool.
yeah. So I think probably next week I'll start fabric sourcing to see what I want. And again, I have to be very careful because I only want the wall color changed. I do not I am not making new drapes for my family room because every piece of furniture is coordinated with
Course.
that. Yeah, so we could do a different color green that would still go with the drapes that are there. So
And
I'll keep everyone posted whether or not I,
and as you're looking for fabrics, remember you only have 3 months to complete your project. So
I will. I will
we're
not take too long.
backward.
Oh crap, that's right. I didn't think about that. I can only pick what's inside. See, this is limiting me. That's not a bad thing.
Yes, we have boundaries. Well, this will be fun. It's always, and it's fun. We're both doing draperies. I've
Yes.
never done similar projects before.
No, I did the last year was slip cover
Yeah.
for that I took to CWC that was out of really great Clamaca fabric. The year before was the top down, bottom up that I didn't get done until the year before. What did I do before that?
I don't remember. And you've had weddings and you have a wedding this year. So you
Yeah, we have another wedding this
have
year,
time.
so but and that actually
Oh, you did
fits
a grommet
in.
drapery the first time.
That's what it was because I didn't have a sample of it. Thank you. I'm glad you remember. Well, you helped me with that. So, yeah, I think again, we're not doing a lot of things here at the house for the wedding, but you still kind of feel like you want to spruce things up a little bit before people are in and out of your house anyway. So. Yeah, so this will be fun. I love to see what people come up with. Some people have made garments for themselves,
Right.
and there was a robe one year that we were all very jealous of. It looked amazing, um, and small and large projects. It's whatever you need help getting done.
Yeah. And we do ask, and it'll be in the form that you fill out if you're using published instructions, share the magazine or book or online class or the pattern. pattern company and pattern name. So other people can know where to purchase, and then we can give a credit.
Right.
Credit's due. And
Right.
I mean, that's helpful. You just referenced a magazine article. So it's always helpful for others in the Pick a Project Challenge. They may be working on something unrelated, but they might have a job in
Right.
their workroom for sheer, and they just found out a place where they can go get some tips. So
Right. As much fun as we have with this, several people have benefited from seeing something that someone else is doing and then being able to get a job done because of it. So
yeah, so it'll
we're
be
having
fun.
fun while learning.
Yes. So I can't wait to see who joins us this year and sign up and get your projects on that group and look forward to seeing you there.
And we're here to cheer you on.
And one more announcement. Next month for our May podcast, there will be a very special, exciting announcement, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, that's not a tease, but
Be sure to tune in for the
yes,
30 minutes with Workroom Tech.
there you go. That's perfect. So now they won't miss the May podcast.
And what could be more exciting than the Pick a Project Challenge? We'll have to wait and see.
You will have to wait and see. Thanks so much, Susan.
All right, thanks, Ceil. Bye.
Bye. Susan and I hope that you have a fun Pick a Project Challenge in mind, and we cannot wait to hear what it's going to be. Once this podcast is released, you can go to workroomtech.com and look under the blog and podcast. There is a link to that in the show notes, and you can fill out a form and join us and share with us what project you've picked. I can't wait to find out. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you have a great day.